been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz with this.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain financial field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Check, 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Jones now throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Evan Ingram.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. He's coming.
They run it with Carson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes throws. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Leonard Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Matt Breida.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
6-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
The doubted the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Is good.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
36.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Now it's Breida. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown,
Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good for an Eagle.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56, the mic. Wild Bill.
Here's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jones on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Check three.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down.
He's got his man. It's Williams. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Drop deep.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
56 to Mike. 65.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's third down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
On first down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, it's Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
58 to Mike, 58.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
58 right there. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run again with Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one goes for 8 yards.
First down, Giants.
Here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was taken down by DeForest.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Once again, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, third and 6.
It's now third down and 6.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Let's go, D. Big 60
Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt. Kill there, right there, hurt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 76 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Jake Elliott on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Jones. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. They go counter with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. They go option here with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Valentine. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 17.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it. Out. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll set up a throw. Able to connect with Mims. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run the counter. Carson, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
New York.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He's coming.
Out of the shotgun, Breida.
Hey, check 24.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the
objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, 4. But work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check 59. Mike is
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Breida, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Austin McGinnis for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And McGinnis with a kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that'll be incomplete. The pass. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56. Cut.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Today's final score, Giants 24, Eagles 9.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.